Hello everybody, Kevin here, Rafford94. Welcome back to the channel, and today we're back with another monthly update video, and today we're all going to be, of course, discussing what kind of games we're going to be checking out in May, and it's going to be one of those months where a lot of games are just going to be a lot of catch-ups, so mostly old games, but also some new games, and of course, obviously we got some pretty big games that came out last month, two big games specifically that we're all going to be checking out throughout May and so on. But most of the games that I do plan to play this month is either going to be coming out either later this month or it has been delayed to like 2 to 3 months. So May is definitely going to be more of a catch up, but we're all going to be checking out, like I said, a few games in the process. So without further ado, let's get this over it, and let's talk about what games we're going to be playing. So obviously you guys know the release of the Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion Remastered, which has been long rumored like years ago, like back when Microsoft was still dealing with that Activision deal and the FTC did all that leaks, and Oblivion Remastered was in the list, and a lot of people, including myself, thought it's kind of BS and not really a thing, but here and behold, Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion Remastered is here, and it is very much a real game. And to be honest, I was quite surprised that this game even existed. And after playing it myself for like about 14 hours into the game pretty much it exceeded my expectations, to be honest, because not only they remastered the visuals in this game drastically to the point it looks pretty much close to next gen game, but they also managed to keep the original gameplay intact. So it's using two engines essentially, Unreal 5 for the visuals rendering, and then all the gameplay stuff, the physics, all that things is still using the old game engines, which is GameBro, which is the original creation engine essentially. And the fact that they managed to keep the game pretty much almost original, but also revamping the visual is kind of a big surprise in my opinion. And I gotta give Virtuals huge kudos for managing to do something like this in such a grand scale, and probably perhaps the worst kept secret in video game history as well, because like I said, a lot of people keep talking about this, even former Bethesda employees are talking about this, and like I said, many people just didn't believe it was real, including myself, until the leaks started to happen, and then you started to see, okay, this might be real, and then after that, Shadow dropped on April 22nd, and right now is definitely the best-selling game right now at the moment, and there's been a good reason, because Oblivion holds a lot of people hold this game in a special place in their hearts, including myself, because I was playing this game when I was in middle school, back in 2006. Played this game for the first time on Xbox 360 and blown away, absolutely blown away. And then after playing the DLCs as well, like Shivering Isles and Knights of the Nine, it was just game over after that. It was probably one of my favorite RPGs. Probably still is now one of my favorite RPG games to play right now. It's definitely one of my favorite Elder Scrolls game, even though I really like Skyrim, but I think Oblivion does a lot of things better than Skyrim, because this game you still got the role-playing element. It's still pretty strong in this one still, and plus a lot of quests has different outcomes as well. And Skyrim kind of make it a little bit, some certain things a little bit more streamlined, and that's not a bad thing, but it also kind of takes away the RPG elements that Bethesda is known for. And then Fallout 4 was even a further downward spiral for the RPG element. But yeah, I just hope Elder Scrolls 6, whenever they release that, they need to go all in and make games that they and make good games, because I'll be honest, Starfield is probably one of my biggest disappointment for Bethesda. Like, Starfield was even worse than what Fallout 4 and Fallout 76 has to offer. And look, here's the thing. I don't think Starfield is a bad game. Matter of fact, there are some things I like in that game. It's just that the way the exploration is handled in that game specifically, and the story and the writing, it just wasn't the same quality that Bethesda was able to deliver with previous games like Fallout 3, Skyrim, Oblivion, even Morrowind, even the older games, Daggerfall, Arena. Like, it just doesn't hold that standard that Bethesda is known for. So I think Starfield is, in other words, is a huge fail for them, despite maybe it might have sold well. I have no idea what the exact numbers, but Starfield is definitely one of the least popular Bethesda games out there. It's to the point all the modders left that game to work on Skyrim, New Vegas, Fallout 4, and now potentially Oblivion Remastered. So that just tells you a lot, that a lot of the big, even the hardcore fans of Bethesda abandoned Starfield. And that's kind of a shame to see it, because I could definitely see the huge potential of Starfield modding, but because so many modders have little to no interest to Starfield, we're probably never going to see that stuff ever again. I could be proven wrong, completely proven wrong, but I highly doubt Starfield is going to be able to make it back on this foot again, especially with the poor reception of the Shattered Space expansion, which apparently is pretty bad. So I don't know, Bethesda's got to get the shit up, get it together, and do the best you can in making the best possible games you can possibly make. Like, you see the positive reception of Oblivion Remaster, Bethesda. You know what people want. Deliver what people want. Okay? You can't mess up Elder Scrolls 6. If you do, I'm sorry, you're done. But yeah, sorry with the little mini rant, but yeah, Oblivion Remastered obviously is going to be the biggest highlight for May, and obviously we're going to continue playing on the game until we beaten the game. So we're all going to be uploading videos daily. I could upload these videos anytime, any given days, in the weekends or the weekdays. Because I love Oblivion so much. I am definitely going to be playing through the whole game again, because I did plan on doing a modded playthrough for the original Oblivion, but after remaster that, I don't have to do the pain in the ass mods and tweaks with the original Oblivion now, so I can actually enjoy the game what we all remember for in Oblivion. And what's kind of cool is they kept a lot of the old jank and a lot of old physics and glitches from the old game into this game, so at this point, they're pretty much a game features at this point. So, and who knows, we might even get a Fallout 3 remaster in the future. If that's the case, you know me, I'm gonna buy that shit day one too. So, like I said, Bethesda, give us what we want, and we'll give you money. It's that simple. It's that simple. Make a good game, and we'll give you money. That's all we're asking. But other than that, yeah, we're all going to be uploading this daily throughout the whole year until we be in the game. So we're going to be doing everything: DLCs, main quests, Thieves Guild, Fighters Guild, etc. Everything until we have completed the whole game. But other than that, guys, hopefully you guys are looking forward to the playthrough for that. And another game that came out last month that kind of took everybody by surprise, and it's also selling really well too. And that is going to be, of course, Claire Obscure Expedition 33, which is a nice, which is a unknown, which is a game that came out recently that, like I said, took everybody by storm. And to my surprise, I actually really enjoyed the game, despite being turn-based, and turn-based games are not really my cup of tea until Baldur's Gate 3. I think Baldur's Gate 3 kind of makes me tolerate the turn-based mechanic stuff more. And then after playing Expedition 33, man, I'm telling you, man, they nailed down the gameplay aspect with the turn-based by making it, enjoyable to play, but also not making it tedious and boring like some of the very old school turn-based games, or certain turn-based games. And yeah, this game, I could definitely see why this game can potentially be Game of the Year contender, because this game already hooked me when I started playing the game. Like, even watching the earlier trailers back in 2024 was pretty damn good. It even got me very intrigued, that, I might want to pick this game up, and then decided to pick the game out with, somewhat low expectations, and then, yeah, the game definitely blew me away. It got me hooked. It makes me want to play the game even more now. And, yeah, like I say, it's a pretty fun, engaging game. Even though it was turn-based, you still got to be, keep an eye out for certain enemy type, because you still got to parry, you got to dodge, and all that kind of stuff. And the whole world, the world building and the world you're in is also very fascinating, very interesting. It kind of has a very Victorian steampunk slash fantasy vibe into it. And the best way I can describe this game, it definitely plays like the old school Final Fantasy games mixed with a little bit of Persona, which I never played, which I hope I'll be able to play Persona someday, but it looks like it is those games that plays kind of like Persona. Especially with the UI too, especially feels like you're playing an old school, classic JRPG, and yeah, like I say, it's a pretty interesting game. I think the game itself looks extremely beautiful. The art style that this game has, that game has, is very nice. Like I said, it has a very old school, old school Final Fantasy vibe to it. I think that's why a lot of people love it so much, because this is what the hardcore Final Fantasy fans really want from Square Enix. But Square Enix has since abandoned that philosophy with the turn-based stuff and make it more action RPG, which I'm not against that, but for the hardcore fans of Final Fantasy, I get it that they want to keep it old school turn-based, but yeah, this game has been taking the internet by storm, and it even sold a million copies within a few days. It's probably a lot more now, and I'm looking at Steam right now, and you got 140,000 people playing the game right now, and that's 140,000 people that has bought the game. Like, you can play this game for free on Game Pass. It is free on Game Pass, as well as Oblivion Remaster as well. So if you have an Xbox, you got Game Pass, check this game out. You might like it, you might hate it, but it is a game I definitely fully recommend. It definitely has a huge game of the year contender. Let's say good character developments, good writing, fantastic visuals and art style, and especially fantastic soundtrack. The music in this game is mwah. It's almost as good to the level of Nier, but I still think Nier is still probably my top soundtracks in any video games out there. But it definitely gave me some Nier Automata vibes when I played the game with certain soundtracks. So that's a big plus. The music, is of course important, very important to a lot of games, as well as the art style and the writing. So it's good that the game has a fantastic soundtrack that doesn't feel too repetitive, but it's also it's good. But yeah, we're all gonna be checking out Expedition 33. I might put this Saturday, I might put this Sunday uploads. I'm not entirely sure, but it's definitely going to be a main highlight. I will be uploading several videos on Expedition 33. I will get as far into the game as possible, and I might either make it into a short series or make it into a full playthrough. That's going to be for you guys to decide, but I might do a full playthrough on this game simply because I'm so fascinated with the whole world of the game itself. So I might just do the full playthrough on it if I can. But yeah, hopefully you guys are looking forward to the playthrough. Another game that I might probably put this more likely on Saturday uploads is Rise of the Ronin. This is a game that I've been wanting to play for a very long time. I did play several hours on it. I put in 7.3 hours, but I haven't really gotten too far into the game. So I kind of want to make beat the game for once, because I stopped playing the game on the PS5 because it ran so bad. But now that I got on PC, there's no excuse for me to postpone the playthrough for Rise of the Ronin any further. So we're definitely going to be playing some more Rise of the Ronin. It's probably going to be replacing Ninja Gaiden 2 Black on Saturday, since I already completed Ninja Gaiden 2 Black. And we'll probably put Rise of the Ronins in place, and then hopefully we'll be able to do what we can and complete the game, hopefully by the end of the year. No guarantees, but that is my goal. That is my hope in doing, but no guarantees though. Like I say, it is another open world game, so it is going to take some time to grind and get certain gears and learn all these different fighting styles, but we'll get it done though. We'll get them done eventually, but not anytime soon though. But yeah, Saturday uploads is going to be Rise of the Ronin. Hopefully you guys are looking forward to the playthrough. for Rise of the Ronin. And for Sunday upload, since we have completed Cyberpunk 2077, I think I still got maybe one more video in plan for the end of Cyberpunk 2077. That is the legendary, the sun ending. I'm gonna try to get that. If I can't get that because I didn't reach a certain affinity with Johnny Silverhand, I might just call it off the whole playthrough as a whole and just make one final video on my overall thought about Cyberpunk 2077. But yeah, since I completed that game, I might either consider doing Monster Hunter Wilds or Kingdoms Come Deliverance 1 on Sunday. I'm not entirely sure since I'm committed to Oblivion right now. I might not do Kingdoms Come Deliverance yet. Maybe Monster Hunter Wilds. I'm not entirely sure. I haven't decided on Sunday, but I'm very concerned doing Nier Automata because that is a game that I still need to beat. So I still need to beat it. So I haven't beat it at all. So so that is a game I still need to beat. So I've already gone through 3 different playthroughs already on that game. So 2 actually. 'Cause I'm still on the third one now, the third run. So right now I need to, like I said, I need to stop getting this over with and beat the game because I started this playthrough a long time ago. I still haven't beaten the game, so I think it's time to beat Nier Automata for once. So I think I'm gonna put Nier Automata on Sunday uploads because right now, like I said, I'm committed to Oblivion, so I might not have time for Kingdoms Come Deliverance 1. Even though I do want to play that game again, I'm busy playing Oblivion right now, so probably not gonna happen anytime soon. But yeah, I think Nier Automata is going to be the new game for Sunday's upload. And by the time you see this video, it's going to be Sundays or Mondays, so I'll definitely be releasing Nier Automata videos next Sunday. And Saturdays, of course, you know, for Rise of the Ronin. But yeah, I think, yeah, Nier Automata will be the new game to replace Cyberpunk 2077 on Sundays. And hopefully you guys are looking forward to the playthrough and hopefully the conclusion of the game, since I'm pretty close to beating the game. So hopefully we get to that conclusion and we'll see what this game is all about. Because apparently this game is very tragic. The way it ends, there's no happy ending, which is kind of similar to Stellar Blade too. Stellar Blade kind of didn't have a happy ending either. It kind of did, I guess, if you do the other run, but wouldn't call that a epic conclusion because it still teased a sequel of Stellar Blade, so it is what it is. But yeah, Nier Automata will be Sunday's upload. Hopefully you guys are looking forward to the playthrough for it. We're also going to be wrapping up potentially our playthrough for Doom Eternal, because we do got Doom Dark Ages coming out this month, and hopefully I'll be able to complete Doom Eternal before Doom the Dark Ages come out, because I do want to play the Doom Dark Ages this month, so that game is definitely going to be in the main highlights. It is going to be coming out next week if you bought the premium edition. If you bought the regular edition, you're going to have to wait a little while. Let me see what's the release date for the game real quick. So it comes out on May 14th. So it comes out the 14th, but if you buy premium, you do get to play it a few days earlier, so on the 12th. So that's like 2 days early. So is it worth the extra, $100 to play it earlier? Not really, but it is what it is. But yeah, hopefully I'll be able to complete Doom Eternal, hopefully by this week. We might have to postpone the Ancient Gods DLC playthrough later on, because I do want to get into the Doom Dark Ages right off the bat when it comes out. So hopefully we'll be able to wrap up Doom Eternal playthrough this week, and then we'll be ready for Doom Dark Ages. So Doom Eternal and Doom Dark Ages are both going to be the main highlights for May, and hopefully you guys will be looking forward to it, because I'm definitely ready to rip and tear, and I hope Doom Dark Ages plays like the old school Doom games, or more like 2016, because Doom Eternal, there's a lot of things I didn't like. A lot of the changes, like they give you less ammo, they make you move faster, but you do die faster, and the enemy moves faster as well. And like I said, the lack of ammo is what kind of drives me crazy, because it is the damn Doom game. You are there to rip and tear. Why are you giving me less ammo? Granted, there are upgrades that will give you more ammo, but even so, you are gonna run out of ammo like nothing. And I'm like, why? Why is that? That's ridiculous. That shouldn't be the case. And I even had to lower the difficulty of the game down too, because it's just so spongy when you play the game on hard and they give you so little ammo. It's like, why? Why do you do that? So I had to lower the difficulty down. I know, call me a big baby, but I was not having fun, so I had to lower the difficulty down to make the game more enjoyable. So. Hopefully the Dark Ages doesn't have a lot of issues like that. Like, they call you a walking tank for a reason. You better have a lot more health, a lot more ammos and weapons at your disposal. Because Doom Eternal, that's the thing. That's my main critique is you die too fast, you have little to no ammo, and the parkour in that game is horrible as well. I don't like the parkour in that game. So hopefully less parkour, more whip and tear, more exciting stuff to do that crap. And from what I've seen in the Dark Ages, looks like it's going to be a big hit. You can control a freaking a Titan-sized mech. You can ride a dragon. Like, the Dark Ages potentially might be a pretty badass game. Hopefully that is the case. So don't mess it up, id Software. Don't mess this up. So. Yeah, hopefully you guys are looking forward to the playthrough of both games, Doom Eternal and the Doom Dark Ages. Well, it's going to be wrapping up our playthrough for Mortal Kombat 1. I'm pretty sure Mortal Kombat 1 at this rate is pretty much done. Like, I don't think it's not going to get any further future content besides the upcoming Mortal Kombat 2 movie skins, but who cares about skins anymore in this game? So yeah, we're just gonna wrap up with MK1 by doing the rest of the DLC characters. So we haven't done Sector, Cyrax, and Noob Saibot. I did Noob Saibot. I haven't done Cyrax and Sector. So we might wrap up the whole playthrough by playing those two characters and wrap up the whole playthrough, because I highly doubt this game is going to receive any new updates. If it does, I'll be really surprised, and I will come back to it. If it gets a Combat 3 pack out of nowhere, then yeah, I will be reinstalling the game and covering those stuff. But I think MK1 is pretty much done. Like, there's like very little, no interest anymore to this game from a lot of people, and yeah, I just want to, give MK1, a good standoff, by, finish up those, the last DLC characters I haven't covered yet. And it's a shame, really, because Mortal Kombat 1 I think it can be a decent game. It could be a good game. It's just, I think the cameo system kind of turned everybody off. And as well as the extremely greed, monetization that they were doing, like charging you $5 for fucking fatalities, and then all the classic outfits they charge you like $5 too. And I will admit I bought a lot of them because they look so good in this game. So I will admit I bought a lot of those classic skins, but you shouldn't have to though. That's the thing, that you shouldn't have to. This is a classic costume from older games. You should be able to unlock them either do in-game grind or buying them straight out of the bat. That's how it should have been, but because of WB's greed, they went with the opposite route. And then what really throws everybody off is the fatalities. They're charging fatalities. Fucking serious? Get the heck out of here, man. Like, that's just stupid in my opinion. I don't even own none of the fatalities because it's you're paying for a 5 to 10 second cutscene. It's $5. Why? Just watch it online. You decide you want to buy it for yourself. But me personally, ain't worth it. So, yeah, we're going to be ending our playthrough, our long playthrough for Mortal Kombat 1. Which is, I will admit, I definitely enjoyed this game quite a bit. It's just a shame that this game didn't get the support it needed. And, of course, all the backlash it received from the extreme monetization. This game could have been great. It could have been something special, especially with the storyline that were coming up. I was really looking forward to this new era storyline, and then they went with the generic, crappy multiverse storyline, like every other goddamn superhero freaking franchise. If they didn't went multiverse and they just stuck to the current timeline and do some changes here and there with certain characters, that would have been more intriguing, that would have been more interesting. Can you imagine Bihan, becoming Kuai Lang, and Kuai Lang becomes, Scorpion, or the real Scorpion? He becomes the evil one. Bihan does a full roundabout with the redemption arc. He becomes the good guy. Can you imagine the possibility that could have gone with the storyline? Like, They should have stuck to the vision with the new era. No multiverse garbage. They should have made Shang Tsung the good guy, in my opinion. Even though it's nice to see Shang Tsung the bad guy, you know, it's always nice to see him as the bad guy. I kind of wish to make him somewhat of a good guy in here. They should have made him the good guy. I think that's my guess there. They should have made him the good guy. Quan Chi, you can make him a good guy too, but honestly, I think he fits perfectly as a bad guy in my opinion. But Shang Tsung, I think you should have made him the good guy in this one at least. That's just my personal opinion, and yeah, they fumbled on the writing and the story in this game, especially Chaos Reigns, which is probably the worst MK storylines in history. Is bad. It's probably not as bad as Special Forces level, but it might be. Who knows? But Chaos Reigns is so stupid. The whole storyline is so stupid, garbage, pointless. But yeah, we're all gonna be wrapping up MK1 playthrough. Hopefully, you guys are looking forward to see the conclusion of the whole playthrough, and hopefully, NetherRealm will be cooking something interesting for us. Maybe Injustice 3, maybe a new Mortal Kombat, or something new. Hopefully, something new. We're just gonna have to see. Yeah, we're also gonna try to put some more time into Black Myth Wukong as well. I think last I played, I tried to fight the dragon in the Snowy Mountains, and I got my ass whooped. So I'm gonna have to do some grinding. We might have to actually have to come back to certain areas and revisit, because there's a lot of stuff I missed at the desert. Because I did not expect to fight, you know, the main boss right off the bat, so I'm gonna have to probably double back and explore the rest of the desert region, get all the secrets, all the goodies, perhaps fight some hidden bosses as well, because there's a lot of things I missed in that area. So we're gonna have to double back, probably level it up, grind up a little bit, and then hopefully we'll be ready to fight the dragon, because the dragon, like I said, the dragon is killing me. And I think the dragon is probably a main boss as well. It could be optional. I just don't know. So I'm not going to kill the dragon just yet, because something tells me fighting that dragon is going to be part of the main story. So we're not going to go straight into fighting the dragon yet. But so far, I did enjoy my time playing Black Myth Wukong. Like I say, it's been a long time since I played Black Myth Wukong, and I've been wanting to play that game for a long time. I just haven't had the time to play, because you got all these games coming out, and you know that I want to play, and my catalog is just getting bigger and bigger and bigger, which is never a good thing. So hopefully we'll be able to put some more time into Black Myth Wukong. Hopefully, perhaps even beating the game as well, because I do want to beat the game. But something tells me I'm not even remotely close in beating this game at all. There's just no way in hell I'm even close to beating this game. So I'm gonna try to do the best I can, and spend some good time into Black Myth Wukong, and hopefully we get far enough into the game where we are making significant progress. But yeah, we're gonna try to squeeze in Black Myth Wukong into the playlist in May as well. And also Adamfall. This is a game that I have neglected way too long, and I've been wanting to play this game for a long time, because this is the game that Bethesda should have released instead of Fallout 76 or Starfield, a new Fallout game. And Adamfall is, in my opinion, I think it's the perfect fix for that. Granted, the game does have its own problem, but it's also there's a lot of things in that game that does things so well that not even Bethesda is able to achieve. So I definitely want to put some more time into Adamfall and to see what this game has to offer. I think this game also has multiple endings too, because you can escape with either factions, and there's different outcomes for that. So that would be very interesting to deal with. And I think this game has also received a few updates too to fix certain glaring issues and all that stuff. And we also got a story expansion coming out too. Not sure when, but more likely some point this year probably, or next year, depending. But yeah, it's pretty cool though. Like the whole world building that the game has, the offer is also based on a retro futuristic 1960s England. So you get to see all this crazy old school weapons, but also high tech, somewhat high tech stuff too, like robots, all kinds of weird stuff in it. But yeah, it's pretty much Fallout England, essentially. That's the best way to describe this game. So yeah, we definitely got to give this game more of a chance. Hopefully we have time to squeeze in this game into the playlist of May, because like the world itself in this game has to offer is pretty good, pretty interesting. And, like just the whole exploration in this game already beats Bethesda's Starfield by a long shot already. So hopefully this game lives up to the expectation when we do beat it. So we're just gonna have to see. Another game I also want to check out again is Sniper Elite Resistance. I've been holding off on the playthrough for this game for a long time now. Not sure why. I think it's because of the long play session that I do for a lot of these maps. Like, these missions are pretty damn long, so expect like at least an hour or an hour long video for Sniper Elite Resistance, because it just takes so much time to do all the planning, all the stealth stuff, doing the side missions, all that stuff. It just takes a long time. So but yeah, they did release, I think, 2 DLC missions already, so I'm already far behind already with Sniper Elite Resistance, so I definitely got to pick up the pace and start going through the whole game and actually beat it. And then we can move on to the DLC mission. Of course, doing the iconic mission, killing Hitler, which is always a staple feature for every Sniper Elite game, is there's always a mission of you assassinating Hitler. And you know what? That's not a bad thing. That's actually a good thing, because you can kill him multiple ways. Shoot him in the ball sack, shoot him by accident, shoot him in the face, or be up and close and personal and stab him right in the goddamn gutter. Whichever way works. So yeah, maybe I might have some time to put on Sniper Elite Resistance. We're just gonna have to see. But I definitely want to come back into the game and do some more playthrough for it, because it's been too long since I stopped playing the game. So we're definitely gonna continue our playthrough for the game, and hopefully we get some new gear, some new weapons that will make our job a lot easier. So we're just going to have to see. And yep, I think that's going to be it, guys. I've been ranting on for far too long here. I will post a lot of the games that I don't mention into the audible mentions, because those are games that I might be able to squeeze in, I might not. So I will put them in audible mentions, potentially that I might play them, but no guarantees. But yeah, that's going to be the main highlights for a lot of the games that I'm going to be playing for May. Oh, and another game I forgot that I am going to check out is The Last of Us Part 2. That's another game, another highlight that I missed for May. So yeah, Last of Us Part 2, I am going to be doing a playthrough on that game on PC. I know I did a full playthrough on the game back when it came on the PS4. Unfortunately, I don't have that footage anymore, since I wiped my hard drive accidentally when I built my new PC at the time. So it was in that hard drive, and unfortunately I don't have the footage anymore. So I had to start a new playthrough regardless, because one's on PC, plus I kind of want to play it again. And, you know, despite the controversy that game has, like, you know, yeah, I know the controversy that game has to offer, I think it's bullshit too. But I've already beaten part 1. I want to complete part 2 as a complete story, even though I know there's going to be a lot of bullshit in it and a lot of stuff that I'm going to have to cut out just to make it absolutely YouTube safe. And you know what part I'm talking about. But yeah, I'm definitely going to be checking out Last of Us Part 2. I'm definitely looking forward to playing it on PC to see how it looks and how it plays, because that's the thing I'm really most interested in, is, you know, see how it looks, how it plays on PC. And hopefully we have a good time. I know the story is not going to be a good time, but hopefully the game is going to be fun, at least to play throughout the whole journey. So we're just going to have to see. But yep, that's all I want to say for now, guys. So I'm going to end here for now. I've been ranting on for far too long, and yeah, I'm going to end here for now. That is going to be the games I'm going to be playing for May. Hopefully you guys are looking forward to it. And of course, if you guys are new to the channel, I will be uploading, and of course, guys, before I leave, of course, I will be giving out free PC games. And if you guys are new to the channel, every month when I posted update videos, I will be giving out free PC games. It is going to be PC only, so keep that in mind. And it could range from Steam, GOG, or other platforms, etc. And pretty much what I'm going to do, I'm going to post at least 4, maybe potentially 5 games that you can redeem on, you know, on the preferred platform like Steam or GOG. And I am going to put the game keys on it, but there are going to be some letters and numbers that are going to be question marks. And what you got to do is answer the given question I will give you for that particular game key. And the answer is going to be the one to fill out the missing letters and numbers. So I do this way, so that way the bots won't take the game keys right off the bat. So that way it gives everybody a fair chance to redeem the game key codes. And a lot of this question that has to offer that I ask is pretty easy. It's pretty straightforward. If you don't know the answer, I will give you guys hints on the answer. because I can't give you the answer. Obviously, that's just not fair. So I'm just gonna give you hints on what it is, and pretty much it's just another way of, like I said, to counter the bots, because I don't want the bots to take all the keys. I want you guys to redeem the keys, because you guys been supporting the channel for so long, or have just joined the channel recently. Hey, you deserve something, in return, and that's what I wanted to do. So, and some of these games could range from AAA to AA or indies as well. So keep that in mind. So yeah, and usually I'll put them in the comments section down below. So check the comments. I will have it pinned. And all you gotta do is answer the questions that I have given for that game key, and then fill out the missing letters and numbers. And then that is going to be, that's going to be the rest of the game key, and you can redeem the game, and then you can play it for yourself. So hopefully you guys enjoy and have fun with those questions. Like I say, if you guys are struggling, ask me. I will personally help you on the hints. I cannot give you the answers, but I will help you figure out the answer at least. So, and of course, before I leave, guys, big shout out to all you guys, all the new subscribers and the old guard that has been with me for so long. Because of you guys, we have reached 1K. 1K subscribers. I know, it may not sound like a lot, compared to a lot of big name YouTubers, but for me, that means a lot to me. That just shows you that you guys are very supportive to the channel. You guys are coming in to check out my content every now and then. And for that, I really appreciate you guys, for coming over to the channel, watching my video contents, means a lot to me. Without you guys, I wouldn't do this crap. Seriously, I wouldn't be doing this. But because of you guys, I'm gonna keep on going. I'm gonna keep on going and move forward until, until I grow old, I guess, or it just depends really. But I'm definitely not gonna be stepping away from gaming anytime soon. No way in heck. So for that, thank you, deep in my heart. Thank you for you guys' support. It means a lot to me. It means a lot for the whole channel as well, and hopefully, you guys will be looking forward to any future playthroughs, future contents that I have planned in the future. And with that being said, I'm gonna end it here for now, guys. Hopefully you guys have a fantastic weekend. I know I did. If you guys got any other games you want to suggest for me to play, or any advice of how I should improve the channel, leave in the comments down below. I will check out you guys' suggestions, your advice, and of course the games that you guys suggest for me to play. Hopefully it is going to be a game that I'm very interested to play, and we'll just have to see. But other than that, guys, I'm going to end it here for now. Have a fantastic weekend, and until then, I will see you in the next one. Peace.